today on Divorce Court.
I need Ray to step up in this relationship.
I feel like there's no respect. I feel like there's no communication.
This is not the time to try to go and find himself.
She makes me feel like a charity case.
It doesn't bother me making more money than Ray if he was helping out a lot more around the house. We're not gonna get through anything if he continues to just walk away from the problem.
If Senettria doesn't change, then I would have to walk away and just continue to do for my child from a distance.
I think I can spend the rest of my life with Ray if he actually puts his family as priority.
Divorce Court is now in session.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Senettria Williams and Ray Flanagan. The two of you have been together for 2 years. You're here on and before the vows. You love each other, you want to be with each other, but you have some issues, so you came before me to get my opinion. You took my compatibility test. And I have your license with permission to tear it up should I find this union ill-advised. So, Ms. Williams, I'm going to start with you. Give me a little history of your union.
Me and Ray, we met at a car show. We hit it off immediately. It's like I knew him before and we had reconnected.
But you didn't. He was a stranger.
Yes.
But you felt like you knew him before and reconnected.
Yes.
Okay. That's just your hormones talking to you. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
And we immediately just hit it off. I don't want to say this, but within 2 weeks, I introduced him to my kids, and we talked every day, all day. We hung out, every weekend. Well, I ended up
Can I just say this? I mean, I was going to try to let it go, but I mean, you don't know anybody well in 14 days. I don't know, I'm not saying nothing bad about you, okay? I'm not gonna call, I'm not talking serial killers, child molesters, con men, people are gonna take your money. They all jump out with really good game in the beginning, and you gotta have time to suss out the lies. They're good at it. They don't get at you unless they're good at it, so you just don't know. Not saying you're any one of them things,
No.
just telling you.
I did do a background check on him. He knows that. I did
good for
before.
you. I'm proud of that.
I
Good for
did
you.
because I didn't know. Because I was.
She's a detective anyway. She's a detective anyway. She just goes through
She's always
everything,
looking.
man.
Always.
Everything.
So what happened after 2 weeks? You introduced him to the kids, then what?
I ended up getting pregnant within 3 months. And we were already together, so we decided, okay, let's take it to another level and get a place together. So when we moved in together, everything seemed to be great. My thing is that I have a career. Ray was kind of just had moved to Washington, and he was young. He was only 26. So I knew that.
How old are you?
I am 33. I'm gonna be 34 next month. So I knew that there was gonna be a little challenge. He was gonna go through some growing pains, but I was like, okay, I'll pay the rent. You just pay the small bills like the utilities, and we work from there because I know he still needed money to do the things he needed to get done. He was doing that. And Ray gets impulsive. He wants to change careers. He wants to change.
Hang on, I'll let you answer.
He wanted to go to school for cosmetology. He did that. He was impulsive about that. He just came to me one day like, I'm gonna go to school, I already signed up, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm like, okay, you need to slow down. How about you work your job right now because we have a young baby, and right now we need the money. I'm pretty much pulling most of the weight already, so if you're going to school, how are you gonna work? And
do that.
Yes.
Then after cosmetology school, what happened?
Okay, he quits that, and he wants to be a personal trainer. I'm all for it because he works out a lot, and I'm like, okay, that might work for him. So with that being said, he was doing that. He came into some financial issues, with helping pay the bills and stuff. He didn't have the money to really pay monthly. I paid it for him because I'm supporting him that much. Like, do this, finish something. So I paid for it. He did not finish. That's down the drain.
Mr. Flanagan, I'm gonna give you an opportunity to respond to those allegations of fiscal irresponsibility.
Okay. First of all, I was working at fast food, and I helped her. I did whatever I can. Whenever I came home with a $500 check or a $600 check, I gave her 75% of my check to go towards whatever she needed. Now, as far as me going to school and stuff, yes, I could have finished, but at the same time, I had to do stuff for her. I had to be at home. She wanted me to take the kids to school. I was working. It was a conflict of interest, a conflict in times. You know, that was during the cosmetology, but that was after, like 6, 7 months after what she's talking about when we first got together. When we first got together, I started going to community college.
Right.
And I did fairly well there.
Did you finish?
She contends that
Did
you
you
quit
finish?
a lot of jobs. Is that true, or is that just her point of view?
Well,
That's a yes.
no. It's really not a yes. It's really not a yes versus me wanting to grow more in another spot, another job. You know, so say if I was at a crew at one job and I got offered a management position at another job, of course I'm gonna leave that job and go to that one.
Okay, but you don't have either one of those right now, so it defeats.
Why don't I?
Why? I'm gonna defend Mr. Flanagan for a moment here.
Okay.
He's a young dude. And just because he got caught up with a baby with you, all of a sudden he can't turn into, you know,
Yeah,
a
you're right.
mature individual. And
I was still
it's
working
not
on
like
myself.
he's quitting jobs and doing nothing. He's quitting one job to get a better job.
But he
and he
would
went
get-
to school so he can better himself. And it seems to me that you were picking at him when he was doing that because you needed him to do other things.
She wanted
Not
more.
that. It wasn't really that. It was the fact that he would, his hours would get cut to where he would only get like 12 hours, or he would get fired, or it was always something.
Did you get fired a lot?
Yes.
Not
3 or 4 times.
I got fired from one job.
3 or 4 times.
I got fired from one job.
That's
The other
not
jobs
true.
I left.
That's not
Left, and you already had another job?
No.
Yes. The majority of the time I did have another
There
job.
was 3 months he didn't have a job.
Other than that, it'll be a week or a day or two before another job called me for an interview.
Right.
Because even if I do leave a job, I'm steady
looking for another
you know?
job.
And the reason why
Why do you leave jobs? If you don't have another job,
more
why would
money.
you leave one job?
To
Huh?
find more money, a better opportunity.
Never leave a job till you got another
Till
job.
you have another-
know what I'm
exactly.
saying? Never ever. Because that week where you're getting no money is less than the less money you had before you get the more money with the next job. You with me on that
Yes,
one?
ma'am.
All right.
I don't have to sit there and talk to a woman and say, oh, I want to be with you. Just to sit there and conversate with them and let them know that, hey, I have a problem. How can I go to a woman that's
Telling them you're
hurting me,
beautiful and
that's
you're gonna
hurting
go
me,
and see them is not
that-
telling them your problem.
Even if I
Are you saying that kind of
even
thing?
if I lie,
is.
even if I
Now,
lie.
hang on. Are you saying inappropriate things to the women you're talking to?
Yes.
And Mr. Flanagan, I understand that when you argue or when you disagree, that she is very disrespectful and hurtful and over the top with it. So much so that you're looking for your own space. Why don't you tell me what's going on there?
All right. Well, and this has been for a while now. She has been treating me like a charity case, more like belittling me in the beginning. And still to this day, she still throws out negative things to make me feel less than.
Okay, give me some specifics.
I'm wasting my time with you. You're a bum. You can leave. I don't care. I can find somebody else to do this. I can do it myself.
Okay, I did not call you a bum. I said if you want to be a bum, be a bum. That means that.
Senettria, you're saying it from one incident.
Hang on. Is this a constant state of
Yes,
affairs?
yes,
It's not.
Of course,
Stop.
Throughout this whole relationship, I'm continuing to say, you always call me a bum. You always make me feel less than. You always belittle me. That's obviously something that's affecting me. It's obviously something that I'm hearing from you. It's not the way that it's not what you say, it's how you say it.
Right.
You probably can say it a certain way, but the way I'm taking it, like,
Hang on a minute. One way to show respect for another individual is allow them to speak without interrupting them.
But-
so no, there ain't no buts to that.
and I deal with that every day. Every day, I try to sit there and tell her my situation, tell her how I feel about what she say to me and what she do to me. And I don't want to hear that.
Ms. Williams, let me ask you a question. If your man is telling you that the manner in which you speak with him is so disrespectful, he wants to leave the house, would you not want to take a step back and determine what's going on and how you can deal with him
Yes,
in a
ma'am,
different
and
manner?
I do that. And you know what he
Like that
does?
happened.
Ray gets on social media. This is why all of this has started, where I don't have respect for him, is because while I was pregnant, he was on dating sites, social media, inboxing girls, telling them how while I'm going through everything, I'm paying mostly all the bills, doing everything by myself because he said he kept a job. They will get so tired of him that they will cut his hours at work so he can quit. That's why you quit.
Do you know why I quit?
I will say.
Let me let him respond to that.
Okay.
To that.
I've sat there and I've told her.
No, are you on social media all the time?
Don't lie.
In the beginning of our relationship
Still.
when she was pregnant, yes, because I was always a bum. I was always
That's
this.
a lie.
Stop.
I'm more emotional towards her when she does that. Me, I have an emotional connection with.
You delete numbers though.
Stop, Ms. Williams.
Okay.
I'm looking to get a new place of my own. And I've only been out here for 20 minutes.
I haven't. I'm not. To me personally, when I grew up in a single parent home with a single mother, so of course my connection in talking to women is easier versus talking to a man. See what I'm saying? I was raised around women. I don't have to sit there and talk to a woman and say, oh, I want to be with you, just to sit there and conversate with them and let them know that, hey, I have a problem.
Right.
How can I go to a woman that's
Telling them you're
hurting me,
beautiful and
that's
you're gonna
hurting
go
me,
and see them is not telling them your problems.
Even if I
Are you saying that kind of
even
thing?
if I lie,
is.
even if I lie.
Hang on. Are you saying inappropriate things to the women?
Yes.
The women you're talking to?
Yes.
I don't feel like it's inappropriate.
He talked to them
I
about
don't
me
feel
one
like
time.
inappropriate
No,
means
I don't.
know it's
I don't.
inappropriate.
I don't.
but
One time to one girl.
I don't feel like
Stop.
it's inappropriate because of the fact that I'm not saying I want to be with you. I want to come sleep
what
with
are
you.
you saying?
I'm
Exactly.
saying
What
I
are
might
you
break
saying?
the ice and say, hey, beautiful, what's up?
That's inappropriate.
Yeah, okay, it might be inappropriate. And I have explained that to her. I said, yes, the way that I approach women were inappropriate.
You shouldn't approach them at all.
Okay, and you shouldn't disrespect me at all.
Okay, we shouldn't be together.
Well, that's the case.
I see the house. I see what's going on at the house. When I came out here, I really expected to see a flighty dude because of your concerns about your economic situation. But based upon this compatibility test, I think I see something else. I looked at your compatibility test, and by the time I got through with Mr. Flanagan's, I thought it was written by Aretha Franklin. All he wanted was some respect. Every answer to every question, everything he said he needed, everything he said he wasn't getting, everything he was looking for, respect, 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 respect. And I was like, I hear you. And when I came out here, I really expected to see a flighty dude because of your concerns about your economic situation. But based upon this compatibility test, I think I see something else. Now, you're here on before the vows. So that means despite the consternation we have in this courtroom today, you two still anticipate wanting to be together. So I'm going to give you, why should I not just say run everybody? Right now. I'm gonna give you 30 seconds to tell me why, despite everything you told me here, you are still considering marrying Mr. Flanagan. A 30-second profession of love without any negativity. Go.
The fact that he is here, I know I'm not the easiest to get along with, and that when I do voice concerns to him about things that I have a concern with, he does try to fix them. He's good with the kids, and he does try to still, stay attached and love me, even with everything that we're going on. He still tries to work through things, even though he has his place now. And I do love him. He's my best friend if we can just get past this rough patch that we've been going through the last 3 months. I don't see myself with no one else. Like, I feel like we're on the same page as far as spiritually, and we can be on the same page emotionally like we were before. If I can get past my trust issues and he can just make his family a priority.
Okay. That C+. And I'm gonna tell you why in a second. Mr. Flanagan, 30 seconds. Profession of love, go.
Okay. She's everything I can wish for in a woman. She's loving, caring, nurturing. She's hardworking, God-fearing. You know, so it's everything that I could want. You know, she keeps up with herself. She keeps up with the house. She cooks. She cleans. She does everything that a man could want in a woman. So that is the reason why that I would consider continue going on with this.
Got it. Let me tell you what I think. You came here to ask me opinion about the viability of your union. Let me tell you what I see as the problem. You two are in love with the idea of one another. You're in love with the fact, you know, he's nice looking, and he puts up with all of the crap that you do. And that your profession of love was all about, I'm hard to deal with, and he hasn't left yet. Basically, that's what your profession of love was. And you're very hard on him. He's a certain age, and you're expecting him so much more of him. So you picked him out as the dude you wanted to be with. And now you gotta upgrade right now to you 2.0, because that's what I want. And you're quick to live with him, quick to have his baby, and now he needs to be quick to be 35 years old. And he's not 35 years old. He's 26 years old. He's 28 years old, whatever. He's a good dude, and you're trying to make him into something else. You can't harp a man into higher. It doesn't work that way. When you harp at a man, he goes low. Yeah. When you harp at anybody, they go low. Mm-hmm. It doesn't teach them anything. It doesn't encourage them. It doesn't support him. And you're annoyed me, and you're not harping at me. I just was caught by the shrapnel. But you know what I mean? And it bothered me. Mr. Flanagan, you're a wonderful dude. I think you're young. I think you're not all the way on it. I don't think you're ready to be a husband and a father. I think you're going to be a good father. I think you're always going to take care of it. You thought she was all put together. Even your profession of love was everything you would want in a woman. She's working. She's good looking. That's not what love is. Love is, you know, she's kind. She makes me laugh. Her heart is huge. I love the way you know what I mean? That's what love is, not just fit in the form of a woman that you would want. It's not a resume. It's an amorphous feeling that you have about this person, her spirit. The reason you're so angry all the time is you're sick. You don't like her. Likewise. Do you know what I mean? You don't like who she is. You don't enjoy her person, because her person is picking at you all of the time. You were angry over there. I saw that face. I'm dealing with this all the time. You in love with somebody, you don't want your own space. You want your own space because you are constantly feeling like you're being put down and belittled. And that does not engender love in anybody. I think you two should co-parent. I think you two should grow up. I think you should stop picking on him and expecting him to be somebody that he isn't. You're right. And do the right thing, but do it in different houses. That's my opinion. This matter is adjourned.
The judge told us today that we should live apart, and I totally agree. I think at this point, I am going my separate way.
I couldn't agree with her more, because it's just too much turmoil, too many differences.
I feel that I'm pulling the load by myself anyways, and he needs to grow, and I am mature enough, and I respect him enough to let him do that.